Recently on the Extreme channel, we did a mystery statue giveaway. That's right, I reviewed a statue just like this, and whoever guessed what it was won a prize in the mail. Well, quite a few people said, the statue should have been the prize. I demand better free stuff. Well, today's your lucky day. Welcome to the Extreme channel. Believe it or not, today we're going to talk about sponsors. That's right, I have sponsors, and not just the ones from the meeting. First one, I guess he's not really a sponsor, but the person responsible for everything today. Tim, God, I hope I say this right, Calabrese, donated this statue to the channel. He reached out to me and said, Mr. X, I've been on a buying spree lately, and I can see it because he's in the Extreme group on Facebook, and he's just buying statue after statue. And he said, I want to get rid of some of my stuff. I'm not really interested in selling this, but I'd love to give it to the channel so you can do a review on it. And he suggested we do a mystery review just like we did with the Sideshow War Machine. Huge shout out to Tim, awesome guy. He has a great collection. So whoever wins this, please give that thanks to Tim. He's an awesome guy. He comments on almost every single video, and it is so cool to see people giving back like that. The next person I want to give a shout out to is Ian H. Ian H runs ICH Creations. There's actually going to be a link in the description to some of his art. It was really exciting to me because I set up a P.O. box about a month ago so that if crazy people wanted to ship me stuff, I could send it there. And I started getting a decent amount of stuff, but most of the time I knew what it was or I could figure it out. This one was a total surprise. But he put together a penciled portrait of one of my favorite characters, and he took the movie adaptation from him. And I didn't even know this was coming, but it is awesome. I'm going to put it up with my Magneto display because he did Sir Ian McClellan as Magneto. Check this out. So freaking cool. Ian just simply said, I love the channel, I wanted to give back, so there it is. And if you really wanted to see my excitement, I actually did a member-exclusive video behind the scenes that the Triple X members got to see. So if you want to know what that's about, hit that join button below. Very much appreciated, and make sure you check out ICH Creations. So let's get to business. How is this going to work? Now before we get to giving out this statue, let me remind you that we're giving out another statue. Check this out. On our road to 20,000 subs, we are giving out this Mortal Kombat statue at 12,500 subs. All you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, and you've hit that bell notification and stay tuned for that. So how's this going to work? It's going to work a little bit different than last time because we also want to tie this giveaway into the channel growth on top of the other statue giveaways we're doing. So I'm going to make you guys a deal. You're going to have two different roles to play in this. Role number one is you have to guess what this statue is. Just put it in the comments below. The first person to guess it wins it. Now we won't reveal the answer until we do a reveal video. Second role you're going to have is I want to tie this into the channel growth. We are going to do another mystery statue giveaway if we can hit 15,000 subscribers by August 15th. So the day I'm filming this is June 15th, and we're right at 11,500 subs. So your second role will be to help the channel grow. That means hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell notification, sharing this content with other people. So let's review both of those things for those of you that didn't write it down. First thing you need to do is put in the comments your guess on what this statue is. You can only guess once. Do not edit your comment. If you want to re-guess, delete your comment and enter a new one. It'll move you farther down in the list, but that's the fairest way to do this. When we do the reveal video, which will be in a couple weeks, and we will ship the statue to the winner wherever they're at worldwide. Second part, if you guys get us to 15,000 subs by August 15th, exactly 2 months from now, then we're going to do a second mystery statue giveaway. That's on top of the monthly extrizes you get for commenting in a video. That is on top of the Baraka statue we're going to give out here very soon, and on top of the 15,000 sub statue that I have yet to announce. Enough with the pleasantries. Let's get right into this. We're going to use the extreme scale. It's a 1 through 5 scale. T is trash. 5 is extreme, V is very good or very nice right in the middle, and we're going to start, as we always do, with concept on this piece. Because this is a movie piece, you want to say, is it accurate to the movie? Does it capture everything in the movie? Well, the problem with that is there's multiple movies. But let's take a look. So the bottom base is kind of this pyramid, ancient pedestal type thing, which I like. That ties back not specifically to a scene in the movie, but various parts of the movie. So I like what they did there. It's cracked up, it's broken. That kind of shows that a battle ensued because there's so many different battles in this movie. And as you move up the character, he is in a museum pose. So you know it's a he. He's in a museum pose in his standard outfit that he wore a lot in the movie. And a few different things on here. You know, on his left arm, he does have a weapon. It's a standard weapon. It's not removable. He has his armor on his, obviously his torso in his front. His right arm, there are two different switch outs because this is the exclusive version. We'll talk about that. Just very stoic in his pose. He's kind of sitting there. The likeness to the actor isn't very good in my opinion. Because this is an older piece, I don't even know if this was digitally sculpted or hand sculpted. I think it was traditionally sculpted. I think the likeness is decent. But they did miss a few things on it. But I like it. I think it represents the character well. I think it represents the movie well. Realistically, I think they tied a lot of the things into the movie into the statue, both with the actor and the movie itself. So overall, I think the concept is right in the middle. It's very good. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing bad. So design-wise, let's take a look at the assembly first. The standard art box here, it's okay. You guys know I'm not an art box fan, but again, it has ties to the movie. And then here you see the assembly. So the base was one piece. He keyed in really well. You just had to figure out which direction he's going. The portrait was obviously a separate piece. You see me putting that in there. And then you have two different switch out options for the right arm. So the first is his classic weapon, and this is so cool because this is you know, kind of some nostalgia from not just this movie but the other movie. So very, very cool on that. Or the exclusive version is this right here where he's holding this. And I like that they put this in. I think they could have done it differently where it was uncovered. Would have even taken this to the next level. So kind of a good and a bad thing. But I think this is almost one of those statues. It's not an exclusive or bust, but the exclusive is definitely much better. And considering, you know, they made less than 1,000 of these and the original retail price was under 500, I like it. I like it a lot. The design is very simple. Now on mine, there is a, or not mine, but the one we're giving away, there is a small paint chip on the base that Tim told me about. It just needs some touch-up paint, and that's, you know, the size smaller than a pea. And then he is missing a shoulder blade, Tim told me, on the right, but you can't even tell that. I didn't know he was supposed to have one because this is the first time I've ever seen that, so that's not really a big deal. But overall, design-wise, it looks good. I mean, I can't really think of many things I would change to it other than what I suggested with the exclusive. So I think on the design, I'm also going to give this guy a 3 out of 5. It's very good, right in the middle. Nothing great, nothing bad. It does have the mixed media, which we didn't really talk about, but I think in this circumstance, it works, and it works well. I think if it was sculpted, it would have been too much. Now let's look at the paint and sculpt. And as always, we'll start at the bottom and then move up to the top. So this base here is done really well. Not only the texture, but the different golds and browns and colors, and then all the cracking on it. It looks fantastic. There's some good shading. And again, I think the texture is top-notch on this, which makes me think this was digitally sculpted. I think it'd be very difficult to do traditionally sculpted, but I really like what they did. And like I said, it kind of has the ties to the different parts of the movie. Very, very cool. Then as you move up the character, his feet don't look good. They don't. So they're, first of all, they're very dirty, which I get. That makes sense. But he has some crazy looking toes here. They're actually scary looking. So this makes me think it was traditionally sculpted. It's just not done that well. Now his armor around his legs look good. There's some straps and some metal plates. The metal plates have this gold and brown tinge to them. Or not tinge, but hint to it. And then you almost see some of the material. There's a few folds in it, and then some laces on the back that actually look really good. His thighs, not the best. So the skin color could have been much better. And then also, there's not really a lot of musculature in there. So I think that was a little bit of a miss as well. Mixed media looks good, actually. I think it's appropriate for the times. It's kind of worn. Just so you know, whoever gets this, there's tons of styrofoam on this. Which, you know, you can obviously clean off, but more is falling off as I go up on the review here. His armor looks great. I think they did a really nice job, not only with the coloring, but the sculpt on it. And again, it's not bright and shiny, but it looks like it's old and been worn and forged in kind of like a ghetto market, you know, but it still looks good and defined and very cool. His weapon on his left hand looks awesome as well. A lot of great texture on this. Very true to the movie. The coloring looks great. The colors on this really pop. They really tie back to the movie and do an excellent job. Same thing about his arms could be said, or that I said about his legs could be said about his arms. They definitely needed a better skin color here. and then also more musculature. There's a little bit of venation you can see, but not much. So opportunity there. The weapon looks okay. Not the best. It is not metal. It is, I think, resin or some type of plastic. But I don't think I'd display it with the sword, even though it is an iconic part of the movie. Let's look at his portrait. So I like the expression. I think, like I said, you don't really know what he's thinking. It's kind of when they do that expression that it could say or mean a lot of things. So that's really well done, I think. But the likeness is only about, I'd say, about 50% there to the actor. He does have the very short hair, kind of like the buzz cut. But it definitely looks more statue than hair. And then his facial features, they did a decent job with the lines and the expression. His skin color is a little bit better on his portrait. It's a little bit dirty, dirtier than his legs and arms, which is a little bit weird. I think they could have done a better job at the 5 o'clock shadow, though. It almost looks like it's painted on, even though it is sculpted. So I think a little bit of a miss there. But I think in this one, we kind of have to consider that it is an older piece, so the paint and sculpt's going to be a little bit off. So I think overall, if I was going to grade this against today's standards, it would probably get a 2 out of 5 on both the paint and sculpt. But it's so weird because there are some things that are done excellent and some things that really could have been done better. But I think I'm going to grade it against the old standards because there are some really good stuff like his weapon on his arm, the base, his armor looks great. So I think overall, both paint and sculpt, we'll rate them as a 3 out of 5. It's very good. So for you math majors out there, 3 out of 5 on every single category. That means, does he have the X factor? Is he a 5 out of 5? No, he's not. He's overall, I think he's a very good statue. He's a 3 out of 5. I don't think I've seen anyone else produce his character, which they should, because his enemy, there's a lot of characters of his arch enemy or arch nemesis. I actually own one of them. So there you have it. Put down in the comments who you think this is. And again, be specific. The first person to get it right, we'll probably do the reveal video in about a week or so. And then again, whoever wins worldwide, we will ship this to you. And again, if you want to do another one of these games, make sure to do those things we talked about. Make sure you're liking all the videos. You're commenting on them. Share this content to any friends that it's applicable to. I mean, don't spam me to all 500 people in your office. Actually, maybe do that. So thanks to everybody again for watching. I hope you guys play. I hope you have a good time. It'll be fun to see who wins this. Big thank you to Tim. At least whoever wins this should say that. Really appreciate it, Tim. And Ian, very cool stuff. I'm going to cherish that. That's very cool. So if you haven't subscribed, again, hit that Mr. X logo. That's the easy way to do it. And then go ahead and check out some of these other statue reviews. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.